For me, it's been like discovering who I am. It has helped me build self-awareness to be able to become more aware of the people that surround me.
I believe that we have to embrace, again, a we attitude. There is no I in team, and teams are built when people work together.
We have to challenge ourselves to move ourselves into a direction where we can be in some of those leadership positions and not necessarily to be in a leadership position to take control, but to offer perspective.
Equality for all, making sure that everyone is well represented and, if you will, kind of at the table, and that we're advocating for one another. I think that's truly what we want to get at and as a community want to be.
Well, for someone who's been asked to be a participant, I think it's just a wonderful and unique opportunity to develop yourself as an individual, but also as a leader in the community. You have a chance to interact with up-and-coming other professionals. I think I've discovered that all of the participants have become very close, support each other. That network in itself is really beneficial, but you also have a chance to interact with leaders in our community who are giving of their time. That interaction, I think, is vital for the development of an individual as a leader.
Knowing that what Steve has accomplished in his life, I want to try to do the same thing. Steve grew up right here in Bloomington, Illinois, Illinois Wesleyan graduate, and
get that in.
I got to get that in.
Get the Titans in there somewhere.
I have to get that in, and I've been very impressed at the connections, the people that Steve has come into contact with, those lives that he's touched, and I'm inspired because I want to do the same thing.
The MCLP group was a very energetic group, and I found them to be incredibly curious. They're very inquisitive and eager to apply what they're learning in the program. They know far more about our community than they did going into it, and I suspect it probably significantly broadened their network and enriched the relationships that they have with professionals in the community.
Amazing. Like I said, for me it's been discovering who I am, what I believe in, and it's been, I've learned so much about leadership courage and standing up for what I believe in. I've grown in so many different ways. I use my leadership skills now, not only at home but at work, and something that I'll never forget. It's been a very valuable experience for me.
When I entered this program, it was eye-opening to see the poverty simulation. Going through that was very eye-opening from the standpoint that I've got to kind of feel what those who are less fortunate than me go through on a daily basis.
I've grown tremendously from being in the program. I think that having been somebody who was raised in Bloomington Normal, I thought I had a good idea of the culture of Bloomington Normal, the kind of the politics, I guess, if you would say, of Bloomington Normal. But the program has really kind of enlightened me and kind of challenged me to think a little bit differently.
Because they're learning a lot of things, and that means that something I've heard before, once the mind is stretched, it never goes back to its original form. And I think this is the way it will work with each person who's attending.